Hi everyone. I hope you've had a lovely day today. How was your last day at preschool, boys? I hope it was good and they like their prezzies and everything. End of an era, starting school. And I don't know whether you managed to get to school today, Ruby, because I've been working all day, so I've not spoken to Mummy. But I hope you've had a good day, whatever. And I love you so much. But today I thought I've gone back to the bedtime stories, and I found a Winnie the Pooh book story called A Yummy Dream, and I just saw it and I just thought, do you know what, I like that. And I love the picture of a little heffalump. Oh, so if you're sitting comfortably, then I'll begin. Winnie the Pooh stepped into his house and sat down with a sigh. He and Piglet had been out on a long walk through the woods. Now Pooh was tired, and more importantly, he was hungry. "My tummy feels very rumbly," Pooh said aloud. He got to his feet and went over to his honey cupboard. There was only one pot of honey inside. "Oh dear," Pooh said. One pot of honey was not very much. He sat down and began to eat. He ate every last sticky drop, but when he was finished, his tummy was still feeling a tiny bit rumbly. "Well, I suppose there's nothing left to go to bed," Pooh said sadly. He put on his nightshirt and his nightcap and climbed into his cosy bed. A minute later, Pooh's snores filled the air, and dreams began to fill his head. Dreams of honey, of course. Pooh stood before the honey tree. It was so full of honey it was oozing out of the trunk. Then suddenly a purple heffalump appeared behind him. The heffalump said, licking his lips. The creature stuck out his long trunk into the honey pots and gobbled up all the honey inside. "Those are my honey pots," Pooh cried. He tried to sound brave, even though he was just a little bit scared. The heffalump looked very big and very hungry. The heffalump just stared at Pooh. Pooh looked at the honey pots. There was a lot of them. Some of them were full, but most was still empty. Pooh looked at the honey tree. It was still overflowing with honey. "I have an idea," Pooh said. "Let's fill the honey pots together and share a nice snack." The heffalump nodded excitedly. He picked up a honey pot with his trunk and carried it over to the tree. Pooh did the same, and the sweet, sticky honey dripped into the pots. When all the pots were filled, Pooh and Heffalump sat down together. They ate and ate until all the pots were empty and their tummies were full. When Pooh awoke the next morning, to his surprise, his tummy wasn't even the slightest bit rumbly. Just then he remembered his strange dream. It had been a dream, hadn't it? Oh, I like that. I like Winnie the Pooh stories, and I do like a good heffalump. So, if you enjoyed that, I hope you did, and I read to you again tomorrow. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing you again then. Sleep well. I expect you'll all be really, really tired. So look after yourselves, be really, really good. I love you loads. So I love you, Ruby Doobies. I love you, Max. I love you, Atty. And I love you, Torben. You be good, and I'll see you tomorrow.